Greetings, gamers. It is I, Gamer Monster, and today sees the global launch of SinoAlice, a game that has been on the hype train for quite some time, having been delayed almost a year ago by its previous publisher, Nexon, but has now finally seen its release. And why was it so hyped? Well, we can find out as we check the game out, but first, before we get to that, let's go over a quick primer for rerolling. Basically, this game makes it stupid easy to reroll. All you have to do is download the game, boot it up, there's a small little patch, and you're immediately presented with an unlimited reroll. That's right, you can reroll until your eyes bleed. And I basically did. Because what you're looking for in this game is a little bit different than in other gachas. The gacha in this game is a weapon gacha and not a character gacha. However, certain weapons will unlock classes. So what you want kind of depends on your reroll tolerance. If your reroll tolerance is low, you're basically going to try and get a couple of SR weapons, preferably of the same type. If your tolerance is a little bit higher, like myself, you can go for a character class and with some extra weapons. As you can see from my home screen here, I managed to pick up Alice Cleric and an extra staff to go with her, which is awesome. And if your reroll tolerance is insane, you can try and go for a nightmare. I don't know what the exact number is, but those guys have a incredibly low drop rate. Yeah, Gamer Monster is not going for that. I shall be happy with my Cleric Alice and be done with things. Why are classes so important? Well, classes are really kind of the gauge on your power level of your entire account. If we go to the story here, you can see you have all the different characters lined up at the top there. All these little bubbles with the character icons in the lower stages shows you when you unlock classes for those characters. So in other words, basically just do the first little bit of the story for each character. You unlock that character with their starting class, and then there are certain other classes you can unlock as you progress through the story. But the reason why having all those classes is so good is because of the bonuses they give you. If you'll notice with my Cleric class here for Alice, the first level gives Alice plus 30% power when using a staff. This little Alice plus stage means it only works when you're in a stage that gives Alice a bonus. However, now that I've unlocked Cleric level 2, you can see I have just a generic staff 10% bonus. This applies to any character that I use that wields a staff. So, as you can imagine, collecting all the different types of classes and getting all their account-wide bonuses is a huge deal for the power level of your account. And while you can unlock certain classes in the story, that's right, the rest of them you're going to have to get through the gacha by pulling those specific weapons that give you the class for those characters. Our current summon banner, which is called a Grimoire in this game, has the same rate up pool as the free gacha in the very beginning for rerolling. However, you can actually get other classes in this. These are just the rate ups. But in addition to classes, you also have gear. What are you going to do with all those weapons that you just summoned? Well, you equip them. You have your weapons, and your weapons determine what abilities you have in combat. There is also armor, and if you get 4 matching pieces, you get set effects. I don't have any armor, so I can't show you. And then you have nightmares, which they do give you one for free as part of the global launch goodies that you get. And nightmares are kind of like summons. They take a lot of resources to bring onto the field, but have big buffs and stuff that you can give to your teammates or debuffs to the enemy, so they can help swing the tide of battle. Now, the weapons you can equip is determined by your class, as you would expect. Clerics, they have a specialty of staves, but they can use instruments, books, orbs, or staves, which is why I have a orb equipped to her right now, because I only have 2 staves. But in addition to upgrading your classes, you can also upgrade weapons, as you would imagine. And this is why it can be important to reroll for 2 weapons of the same type. Is not only are there weapon levels, but then you can also limit break them by using a identical weapon. Very typical type of system. But Gamer Monster, what about the combat? Is it any good? It kind of depends on what you like. If you're like me, and I love my traditional turn-based combat, SinoAlice is okay. It's a little bit kind of like a semi-turn-based, semi-action combat. Basically, as your turns come up, you can do an action. However, nobody waits on you to do your action. You can either sit there and do nothing, and the monsters will continue to hit you, or you can fight back and use your abilities, etc., etc. We'll just go to one of the story missions that I've already completed to kind of just show you real quick what I'm talking about. There we go. We'll do chapter 110. That has the extra big boss at the end. We'll just go ahead and start that up. We'll just skip that little bit of story. The way they present the story, at least in the first chapter, it may change later on, but the first chapter, it's a bit weird. Turning off auto. You can see my abilities down here at the bottom, and I can just kind of choose to use one, and see that little ring that popped up around my character? That's how long it takes for me to do another attack. And then just go to the next wave. The rest of my party, as you can see, is all controlled by the computer. That's what those little CPU monikers are. What's really interesting, I'm going to turn auto back on, is that actual players can jump into your party. That's how co-op works in this game. You just select somebody who's running a stage and whoop, jump in and you fight with them. Afterwards, you can follow people and add them to your friends follow list, which can then earn you friendship coins, or just gotta leave it as it is. But very different kind of co-op system, rather than having the traditional room where you have to build a party. But there's combat for you right there. As you can see, it just kind of flows, and we'll go ahead and skip this story thing again. So it's not my favorite, but it's not awful either. Yeah, here's where we can follow and everything. I'm not going to bother following computer characters though. But yeah, see, here's your co-op right here. And these are all just people running things, and I can just bloop, pick one and jump on in if I wanted to. I'm not going to right now. In addition to that, you also have events. Your typical resource grinds, and then key events, which there aren't any. But I'm assuming that the Nier Automata collaboration will have some sort of a key event there. So, this is SinoAlice. There's a couple other details here and there that I haven't gotten to, but that's kind of the gist of everything. Is it worth the hype? It's hard to say, especially this early. It's interesting. I really like the style. I like the class system. The combat's only and the way the story's presented has only been so far. But I'm definitely not ready to say if I really like it one way or the other just yet. I'm going to have to take some more time and really kind of get further into the game to see if it really kind of pops later on or not. Oh, one thing I do need to mention before going is that one of its big features is its PvP, which is guild versus guild. So if you're looking to do PvP, you want to make sure you join a guild or create one as fast as possible. And from what I understand, it is basically real-time based. What I mean by that is that the Coliseum, which is the arena for PvP, is only open at certain times of the day. And your guild has to hop in at that time to fight. But it's like all 15 of your guild mates versus the entire 15 members of another guild. So it sounds interesting. To be honest, a bit intimidating for me since I'm not really much of a PvPer. So I may or may not participate in that aspect of the game. But I am still interested in seeing how everything works. But I suppose that to end the video, we should head over to the Grimoire. It's probably not a good idea spending all those wonderful gems that they gave us for the global release, but I want some more weapons, and I hopefully will unlock some more classes. And on top of that, you get medals every time you summon, and these medals of desire here. And I want to pick up this. This allows you to basically limit break Alice Cleric. And it takes 500, and you get 100 per 10 pull. So I'd have to make 5 10 pulls, which I already have enough for 4. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do all 5 pulls to be able to get that, to be able to limit break my Cleric class, and hopefully get some good stuff along the way. But we're going to go ahead and do those 4 pulls right now. All right, there's a whole bunch of different animations from what I understand, and I have no idea what any of those are. But you're looking for the glowy books. Give more rares? That's more than enough. Stop whining. Oh, no, give me more rares. And she just smacked him. Okay, cool. I got an extra rare from that. Let's see what we got here. S, okay. S rank. S rank. No SRs. Come on. Well, we got 3 more pulls left, so hopefully we can get some. See what we get this time. Oh, only one. We want more rares. Yes, yes. Fine, I guess I can give you more rares. She knocked his head off. But I got an extra book. So you just keep beating him up. I'm okay with this. S rank and S rank. Come on. SRs. SRs. Pull number 3. Two glowy books. Not enough. One more rare, please. We can't give the board this. Have you lost your mind? Okay, that was awesome. Can I have an SR this? Ooh, Pinocchio. Sorcerer. Now, this is only an S rank weapon, but you know what? It unlocked me a class, so I'm cool with that. Oh, Dragon God's Prayer. I think that's an orb, which but I got a hammer too. So 2 SR weapons and Pinocchio. Good pull. That's awesome. Okay, no, I am not going to review right now in the middle of a video. Okay. Last pull. See if we can't get another class. Maybe. It'd be nice. Come on, creepy dolls. Beat each other up and give me more rares. We want more rares. All right. So that's 5. 5 shiny books. All right, you have something good in 5 shiny books, right? Got K&S, and it's actually another copy of Pinocchio's tome. So I'll be able to limit break it at least. Okay, another S rank. Another S rank. Come on, 2 more. Okay, 1 more. 1 more. Now give me SR. No. Oh. All right. I guess I can't complain too bad. I did get an extra class and a couple of SRs. So now all I need to do is save up for that 5th pull, and I'll also be able to get that Arcana to be able to limit break my Cleric. All right. Well, there we go. Once again, that's SinoAlice. Let me know what you think. Are you playing the game? Leave me a comment down in the comment section down below, and just let's talk. But until next time, Gamer Monster out.